Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a super cute shirt, getting ready for the New Year's, and the inspiration for the shirt is going to be Dream Big. So for 2020, I hope the best for all of you guys. This one is going to be a layered t-shirt, but it's going to kind of fit snuggled in there like a puzzle piece. So this is what you call a knockout design. So let's go ahead and jump over to Cricut Design Space. I'm going to kind of talk about the image for just a second, and then let's come back and cut it out. Alright, so now that we're over here in Cricut Design Space, let me show you what I'm talking about. So this is the image that we're going to be using today. It's Dream Big. It's completely free if you are an Access member. If you are not an Access member, I highly recommend that you are. There's just tons and tons of free images and fonts and all of this stuff. It's really, really good. So I'm going to share this down below so that way it's easy to come to this in case you guys want to make the same t-shirt. I've already sized it to what I want it to be. So I want mine 10 wide, which made it about 7.4, almost 7.5 tall. So let me go ahead and go a little bit more in depth so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. So this is two pieces. So I'm going to ungroup them right here so you guys can see that. So you can see those are two separate pieces. So this right here is actually a knockout, and then this pink one right here is going to cradle right inside. Now, not every single one is like this. It may be a whole separate layer, so this would actually be filled in, which we totally could do, and then layer right on top. But this one's going to be a knockout, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo this to put it back. So this one's going to cradle inside just like a puzzle piece. But sometimes, like I said, there's not going to be that knockout. It's going to be solid. And when you get to that point, never ever put the glitter on bottom. So when you design this, make sure your bottom layer is everyday iron-on. And then on top, you can have glitter, you can have foil, you can have pattern. You can do anything you want to the top of it. So if it's something that's going to go on the bottom that has, it's a full piece and not a knockout, make sure it's not glitter when you're designing. So this is what we're using today. I've already changed my color, so we're going to be doing like a white outline since I'm putting it on a black t-shirt, and then the pink is actually a pattern that just kind of helps me figure out you know, what is what. So now all we need to do is go to make it, and I'm going to turn my dial to vinyl, and we're ready to go. So the first thing I want to do is hit mirror, because we're working with iron-on. Go to the next one and hit mirror. Go back to the white one. So I need to cut this piece to 8 inches, and then I need to cut the next one to 8 inches. So both of them I need to cut down to 8 inches. So now we're going to go ahead and select our machine, which is this one right here. We're using the Ear 2 today. Once again, I already have it set to vinyl on my machine. That's what I love about the Explorer Air 2 is that dial. So I already have it set so I don't have to fuss with anything here. So let's go ahead and start cutting these out. All right, before we get started, I want to send a huge shout out to my friend Megan. So you guys look down below, you'll see where it says Megan Gray. She's the one that does my nails. She does an amazing job. So I actually just switched to her, and this is the first set, so you guys will see over and over again. She's my new nail girl. So definitely check her out. She has a channel of her own. Go over, check her channel out, subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment down below. Let her know that I sent you over there and give her some support. I'm all about girls supporting each other. I told her she needed to do her own thing because she does a really good job and she's already doing it. So why not teach people how to do amazing nails? So please take a moment, hit pause on this video, go over, hit the link down below, subscribe to her channel. I love watching videos like this. Like, the process is like relaxing to me. So even if you're not somebody that's doing nails, I think it'd be really cool to watch the process. So let's go ahead and get started. So now that we're back, all we need to do is cut these two pieces down to 8 inches. Both of these are going to be Cricut iron-on. It's one of my absolute favorites, and this is one of Cricut's new patterns, and it's super cute. I'm going to have a direct link to this down below, and it's going to come with, I think, 3 or 4 different sheets. I think 3, maybe 4. All right, so we're going to get that at the 8. I love using my paper trimmer for cutting my vinyl. It just cuts it perfect every single time. All right, so there's that. Now let's go ahead and get the white one. And now, in the meantime, I already have my Cricut Easy Press heating up for 315 for 30 seconds. That's going to be our bottom layer. And then the pattern will be 340 for 40 seconds. All right, I'm going to set these pieces out of the way. We're using our green mat today, and our first piece is white. I've already got that dial, like I said, turned to vinyl, and then the second piece, we'll get it on custom. All right. Get that down just like that. We're ready to load it and hit go. All right, we're going to unload it. Now we're going to go ahead and load our pattern. Now make sure that and pay attention whenever you cut your pattern that you have it however you want. So like for me, I want it to be in this direction here, but if I wanted it to be in this direction, I'd make sure and load it. So same thing when I go to cut this, make sure you cut it just however you want it to be. So I want my little arrows here, the little triangles to be up. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in that direction. All right, get that down, load it, and now this time I'm going to turn it to custom. I'm going to go ahead and come over here to Cricut Design Space. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. I'm going to hit Browse All Material, and I'm going to start typing in pattern, P-A-T, enter, and pattern iron on, done, and we're ready to go. I'm going to hit continue. So we're going to unload it. Now, if you have any excess, you may want to trim it off before you start weeding this out. So for me, if I have a little bit, so say you want to save it, because like pattern is, I always think it's very valuable. So I go ahead and start trimming away what I possibly can keep. Right, just like that. And then you can do the same to the white here. Set that out of the way. And I'm going to go ahead and speed this process up, and I'm going to go ahead and weed it out really quick. All right, so here is our design. So there's our two pieces, super cute. Okay, so now that we have everything cut out, I'm gonna bring in my 14 by 14 mat here. And then I'm gonna bring in our t-shirt, which is a Gildan. This is the, let me see. This is the Gildan soft style, and it's 100% cotton. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up here, and we're gonna go ahead and find our center. So we're gonna go ahead and come up here. Get that out of the way. All right, so we're going to bring our ruler in. I love using the Cricut ruler. If you guys follow me, you know the drill. All right, so if you're new, I'll have it linked down below. I love using the Cricut ruler to find my center. I know I have a terrible glare today, guys. I'm going to have to fuss with this a little bit. Maybe I'll move us over here. All right, I may scoot us over just a little bit temporary because of this. Okay, so the 9-inch right here is going to be our center. So that's just the way we're going to find it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my design in half right here, get a crease mark, just so we know where this is going to go. And then I'm going to bring it down. All right, so that looks good to me. Drop it down. And now I'm going to go ahead and get this in 2 different shots because I don't think it's going to fit. So I'm going to get half and half. So I'm going to go ahead and hit go. All right, I'm going to scoot us over. I actually went a little bit over. So I'm going to finish this side off, and then make sure that you let it almost completely cool whenever you don't let it go the full 30 seconds when you're doing layers. So I'm going to go ahead and set this out of the way. If I try to peel this right away, your vinyl is going to try to lift right up with you. So then you think, oh, it needs more heat, and you're going to keep going over, when in reality, you just need to let it cool down just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this layer up nice and slowly. Since we haven't went the whole full time, I don't want to get too crazy with it. Especially since there's a lot of little bitty lines. You just want to take it nice and easy. And I can see a piece that I totally forgot to weed. So it is what it is. Once you add heat to that, it really is a mess to try to sit here and fuss and take off. Since I haven't went all the way down with the heat, I might be able to pick at it a little bit, so we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here so you guys can see. Luckily, since I didn't go down with all the heat, I'm able to actually go back and really pull that off. So it also helps when you make a mistake. Now we're ready for our pattern. And it's just going to go right on top. Now, the one thing about the pattern is there is no stick to it, so it's hard to keep it where it needs to be. So I highly recommend at this point using heat-resistant tape. Cricut makes some. I get it off Amazon as well. 2 big rolls, super cheap. Both of them are quite affordable. It's just whatever I have on hand and grab faster. So pretty much everything I use in my videos, I keep it linked down below. Now, sometimes it's really hard to kind of get them lined back up where they go. You could always cut it apart in pieces if you want to, and then come back in. So I'll show you, for example, what I'm talking about to make it easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut Dream and Big apart. Now, I don't know why this happens, but it just does sometimes. So all I do is take it apart. Don't be afraid to take it apart. Even if you have to take it down to the letter taking it apart. If you're not happy with the way it's lining up, just slow down and take it apart. That's as close as I'm going to get that one, so I'm going to leave it. And it could be where I kind of stretched it when I was plucking at the design. So I'm going to go ahead and do that there. And if you're worried about this piece here, because I get that question, you can take your extra piece, go over it again. And I'm going to go ahead and get this down on top. And I think I can angle this at a corner and get the whole thing. I almost messed up and I forgot to up my temperature. So I'm letting it heat up, which now it's ready to go. So 340 for 40 seconds. And I'm actually going to be able to angle this at an angle and get the whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and go the full 40 seconds. All right, move that out of the way. Now, when it comes to pattern, it is actually a cold peel. So we're going to let that cool down. I'm going to peel back up our protective sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this up. Just like so. Super adorable. I love this pattern. And I'll bring the final thing in so you guys can see in just a second. All right, so let's go ahead and line up Big. All right, so once again, I'm going to take some of this heat-resistant tape, just lining this up where I want it. Say I'm happy with it here. Go ahead and get that down. I highly recommend using heat-resistant tape when it comes to the pattern because you don't want it to shift. Sometimes you can put that iron down and it'll shift, and you definitely don't want that to happen. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'll do this to protect that top part, and I'm going to try to just cover the bottom piece. All right, so 40 seconds. All right, same thing. So I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, and I'm going to completely let it cool down. I'm going to go ahead and peel this back off. All right. We're going to let that completely cool down, and then we're going to go ahead and peel it up. Cool. So what we're going to do is go ahead and peel it up. There it is. Super cute. Now, Cricut recommends that you flip your shirt over and press it for another 15 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And what I'm going to do is just move mine around since it's a bigger design. Like this, just constantly moving, giving it a little bit of pressure. All right, looks good. I'm gonna go ahead and shut that down. And here we go. So I'm going to bring it in so you guys can see. And there it is. How cute is this design? I'm hoping the light is not washing it out too much, but I love this. This is perfect for a little girl's birthday party. Wear this for New Year's. Any event. This would be great for somebody of Sweet 16, anything. I really love this design. I really love this pattern. I'm going to bring it up so you guys can see because I know that light is washing it out, but that pattern is super adorable. I can't think of its name right off the bat, but like I said, it will be linked down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. Don't forget to go follow my friend Megan. Once again, it's linked down below. I'll also have her Facebook and stuff linked down below so you can follow her over there. Her nails are just beautiful. She does amazing work. So like I said, definitely check her out. She's super, super sweet. Give her some love. Go subscribe. Hit the like button. Leave her a comment down below. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.